Hi, guys. Welcome. Let me lower the volume of the TV because we're not going to talk about politics. There's enough crazy going on in the world. We don't need to bring it on to our channels. Hi, guys. Hi. Hi, Grizzles Family Vacay and Ford Man and AAA and Full-time Dream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you all are here. There's an echo. I hope not. So let me go in real quick. Sorry, guys. But yeah, definitely the TV needs to go down because we are now going to sit here and talk about politics or all the drama that's going on in the world because it's definitely not worth it. Uh, okay, so we will go. All right, give me just 1 minute. And I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go in here. Just going to share this out real fast, guys. I got a few things I want to talk to you all about, and we are going to rock and roll. I'm very happy about today, and I can't wait to see what is all going to go on. Got some pretty cool things to talk about. And I have a special guest, and we're going to pick that special guest's brain for a few. But guys, it's going to be a fun, fun time. That is for sure, for sure. One more. Sorry, guys, I got kind of sidetracked. My daughter just had a girlfriend pop in, and she's staying the night. And actually, to be honest with you, my daughter is rearranging her bedroom. She is taking over my middle child's bedroom, and we are redoing some things. So, all right, guys. Hey, Dee, welcome, welcome, welcome. 11 in the house tonight. Thank you all. Well, before we get started, guys, we have some last minute Halloween cards that came in the mail. This orange one is from Bone Daddy, and it says, Boo. And inside this card says, just a friendly little boo to let you know I'm thinking of you. Mike and Tam from Bone Daddy 2. Guys, if you've not checked out Bone Daddy 2's YouTube channel, you need to go check it out and see what it's all about. Mike and Tam are from Helen, Georgia, guys, and they are some sweet, awesome people to meet. And along with that, they gave me their sticker. Very, very, very nice. Hey, Beth Hammer and Tales of a Techno Hillbilly. How are you doing? All right, we got one more. This came today, guys. This is from my very good friend, Handmade Blessings by D. Cobb. It says, trick or treat. Check out this very, very, very cute card. Says, happy Halloween, Crystal. Thank you for being a great friend. Love, Dee. And guys, she even personalizes it with Handmade Blessings by D. Cobb. Guys, if you haven't seen any of her videos and want to know more about her, go check her out. Find her on the YouTubes. Like, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any more of her awesome videos. Guys, and also, if you guys don't know Miss D. Cobb, she does a lot of creations herself, and they are very, very nice. Very nice. So, guys, those are the two things. If you notice at the top of this video, well, in the comments somewhere, there is one that is I clipped already, and it talks about our Christmas card list. If anybody would like to send our family or the channel a Christmas card, I put in on our Facebook group our P.O. Box address. Now, if you guys would like to receive a Christmas card from me and you're not on our mailing list, feel free to message me on Facebook if you have Facebook, or also get on and hold on, let me find it for us all. I have it. You can email me at destinationsdelight at destinationsdelight96@gmail.com. Guys, that is going to be our Christmas card list. We are actually going to go ahead and I picked them all up today. You never know what might come in the mail to you. You might get a card, you might get a special trinket, you might get a box, but I promise it won't go poof and out comes all of that glitter. We will not do any glitter. Guys, and today I was at Walmart, and I know Walmart, girl's best friend right now. So when I was in Walmart and we were looking, I found 4 feet of a dark hunter green material, and I'm going to be making a green screen, and it's going to go right back here to cover all of this up. So we will be having a green screen hopefully within the next couple of weeks. So I'm pretty excited about it. Or I'm going to be doing some trinkets back here to make it a little more festive because, guys, today is a time to be a little more festive because it's Thanksgiving and we have Christmas right around the corner. As my dad said, there's 58 more days, but who's counting? I'm not. All righty, guys. I'm just waiting on our special friend to prop up in the background for our meeting of the minds little chat. We're going to get to know this person, and when he is ready, they're going to give me the big thumbs up, and I'm going to bring him on up. Just let me remove the Gmail banner so it doesn't hide our names. And without any further ado, guys, please help me welcome Blane.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, 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 good. Very nice to have you tonight.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate the invite.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%. So, just real quick, my moderators that are in the chat, if you could go out to Blane's channel, grab his link and post it in the chat. So, those of you that don't have Blane and his channel on any of your channel watch lists, go over, check out a video, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and give it a big old thumbs up.
Thank you.
That
I
way
appreciate it.
you don't miss any of his awesome adventures.
That's right.
I see Danny's in here giving you a little bit of
I see you give me a hard time as always.
Yep, he said he can't wait to learn more about our guest.
Yeah.
Well, I did a lot of thinking and I thought, I don't want to be like any of those other channels that just ask, where you're from, how'd you get your channel name, what's your channel all about.
Right.
But we're going to kind of dig in on you, the man behind the channel.
Okay.
And we're going to get to know you a little bit better.
Sounds good.
But before we do, we're going to go ahead and shout it out. Tell us how you came up with the name and whereabouts you're based out of. And we'll go from there.
First, we're based out of close to Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. So we're between Savannah, Georgia, and Hilton Head. So we're not too far from Charleston. So we've got we're in a good location here. And the name came from my wife, actually. She likes doing the creative side of things. So she just kind of put our last name with it and thought Raley Creative Travel would be pretty cool. So we went with that.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. Our first question. Who is your hero?
That would probably be one of my pastors I had when I was younger, I guess, because he was he's still a pastor now, but that was in Alabama. So it would probably be one of my pastors when I was younger.
Awesome. Awesome. If you could live anywhere, where would it be?
Probably Montana. I love Montana, Colorado, any one of those two states. But probably Montana would be my, I like mountains.
There's a lot of
beach, so.
There's a lot of snow up there though.
Yeah. My brother-in-law is in Montana and he loves it, so.
I'm just reading some of the things real quick. Okay.
Yeah, some of the comments, yeah.
Yeah. It says, what is your biggest fear?
I wouldn't say I have many fears, but probably my wife laughs at me when I say this, but the fear of the unknown, just not knowing,
Right. I totally get you. Yeah. I hate getting blindsided.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you and I can relate on that one. What is your favorite family vacation?
Favorite family vacation would be probably Gatlinburg. I love going to the mountains, and that's not but like maybe 5.5 hours away. So this Sunday we're actually going to Myrtle Beach, so that'll be fun. But probably somewhere in the mountains would be my all-time favorite.
Cool. Hi, Doxy Mom. Welcome. What would you change about yourself if you could?
Let's see. Probably I have a sweet tooth, so probably not eating as many sweets.
Gotcha.
But nothing as far as anything goes with myself. Things happen for a reason, so.
I don't have a junk food habit. Not at all.
I'm drinking a Coke as we speak, so.
Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
So, yep, totally get it. What is your favorite book to read?
I don't read. I'm more a movie person. I don't really read, but
I'm with you.
My wife, her favorite book to read is probably the Harry Potter. So.
Right on.
But yeah, I'm not a reader. I'm more of a sci-fi type movie guy.
What makes you laugh the most?
Probably just being with my wife and us cutting up, and there's never a dull moment. So
you're having a good time, right?
Yeah.
What was the last movie you went to, and what did you think of it?
Ooh, we haven't been to a movie in a long time. I'm not sure what the last. I know we every Friday we go to my mother-in-law's and watch The Mandalorian. But as far as a movie, I'm not sure what the last movie we went to theater. Okay. That's been a while. Hopefully one day we'll get back to it.
What did you want to be when you were small?
Probably a police officer or Our lawyer or a doctor, probably something that we all dreamed about being.
Right, right.
Hey, Najuma, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. If you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be?
Probably hike. I have migraines, so it's hard for me to do as much hiking and that type of thing. But I'd really love to hike if I could.
Yeah, I'll be very honest with you. I've been battling. I had what was called a grand mal migraine a
Mm-hmm.
year and a half ago, and it put me in the hospital for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
And I've been actually, it's been a year now because I've been seeking treatment for it, and they've actually just changed my meds to a different type of medication to help with the migraines. And I had a huge migraine yesterday and the day before, and believe it or not, the med did not even touch it. And I
Yeah.
was like dreading it because I thought I was going to have to go into the doctor's office to get an IV, and then they'd pump you full of meds. And I'm like, I don't really want to do that either.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I can definitely relate to the migraine stuff. Definitely. What is your favorite game or sport to watch and play?
Favorite sport to watch would be football. I'm a huge Alabama fan, so probably when I was younger, I enjoyed playing it too. But when I got older, I couldn't, into high school, and I had migraines and different things. Wasn't able to play, but definitely love football.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Would you rather ride a bike, ride a horse, or drive a car?
Probably drive a car, get there a little quicker.
I was just thinking the same thing.
A little less strenuous sometimes, depending on where you're traveling.
Right. At least when you're in a car, you can get out and stretch and move around a little bit. Where if you're on a horse, you got to stay in that same position, bouncing up and down forever.
Then, of course, I can't ride bicycles hardly. Same thing with hiking, with my migraines. So,
right. What would you sing at a karaoke night?
probably obvious, Sweet Home Alabama, something country.
Something country?
Yeah.
What two radio stations do you listen to in your car the most?
Only got one right now. That's a country station, so 106.9. That's a local station here.
Okay.
We had Sirius XM radio there for a while, and then we got rid of that. So it's a country station now.
Cool, cool. Good evening, Bob. And for all those who are joining us, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, gosh. Probably steak. I love steak. I'm a steak guy, so.
Okay. If you could hire someone to help you, would it be with cleaning, cooking, or yard work?
Probably cooking. I can do the yard works, no problem. And then cleaning, that's no issue. Probably cooking, yeah.
Right, right. If you ever had a nickname, what was it?
Not really. I don't recall ever having a nickname. I know a lot of people still call me Blane 2007 because that used to be my channel name before I got a channel. So on YouTube. So.
Gotcha. Danny says, hire the Blackstone.
Yeah. We definitely have a Blackstone. So.
Right. To be honest with you, we are actually looking at getting one.
Okay.
Like, to have
28. 28-inch. So it's nice.
Yeah, I've been seeing so many channels with them lately, and I'm like, I could take it camping with us. We could use it here at the house. We could do a lot of things with it.
Danny said I'm Speedo Boy in their channel, so.
Oh, that's too funny. In the evening, would you rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie?
Probably watch a movie would sounds nice. Kind of relax and wind
Right,
down a bit.
right. Would you rather vacation in Hawaii or Alaska?
Probably Alaska. That's on my bucket list. Of course, I want to do
Bucket list.
Hawaii too, but still, Alaska probably.
Yes, definitely. That would be fun to go like whale watching or just to actually say I had cousins that were stationed out there.
Okay.
And just to say that, you were there and got to experience a little bit. So I used to be the athletic trainer for our federal hockey team here in Port Huron. And I still work with the team, but I took a different position. And we have a kid that is from Alaska, and he talks about all these fishing trips he's been on, and actually how he doesn't like it out there because it's so cold. And when he goes out there, he's like, and he's a big boy, and he's like, I love Alaska, don't get me wrong. He goes, but I would much rather be stateside. And
I've
to
heard
be
a lot of
honest,
people
I
say
have
that.
my family has where they were stationed in Kodiak,
Yeah.
and they've actually said they would go back. They would go back. And I was like, wow,
I used to
that's
work with a
neat.
guy that was stationed out there, and he's talking about how cold it gets and snow and all this stuff, and he's like, "That's not for me." But
Yes.
it's one of those
Yeah.
things. It's almost like you asked me earlier about the beach versus in the mountains and stuff, vacation spot. I guess when you live close to the beach, you want to kind of be closer to the mountains. Kind of like my wife; she was born on Hilton Head Island, so last thing she
Oh,
wants to see is the beach. So
nice, 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 nice. Would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job, and why?
probably win the lottery. You wouldn't have to work no more, depending on how much you win.
Our luck, though, we'd only win like $1,000,
Yeah, I
and
know,
then we'd
right?
have to continue working forever.
Right. But yeah, if I won depending on how much the lottery was, getting the RV and just enjoy the whole country.
If you were stranded on a desert island, who would you want to be stranded there with, and what kind of supplies would you want to have on hand?
Probably my wife, because she's smart and she knows what to do and stuff, and we worked good together as a team. So probably my wife, and then the supplies. You always gotta have duct tape. You never know when you need it. So and a flashlight,
Okay.
but some kind of MRE or the meals that's already ready or something. You gotta eat or knife or something to cook for yourself.
Right, right, right. To have some type of thing that you could, make a spear or something with.
Thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate that. Dropping the links and decob.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
If money was no object, what would you do all day?
Money wasn't an object. What would I do? Probably just sit at home creating videos all the time. My day job is kind of hard to do any kind of content. That's one reason we're going to Myrtle Beach as well. We're going to do some room tours and different things. So be looking for some content on our channel. So
Awesome.
finally
Awesome.
get to go somewhere. Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Awesome. You could go back in time. What year would you travel to?
Cool. Probably, that's a good one. 2000, 2001, somewhere before I was in too much in high school. I was in middle school. There's a lot I'd probably do different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your hobbies?
I used to golf a lot, but I don't have time to do that anymore. But probably just spending time in the RV and being with my wife. And we've been trying to do a lot of content stuff, trying to come up with different ideals and stuff like that. So
You said you're going to North Carolina?
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay. That would be just to even show things around there would be really cool to see because so for me, we go all the time to Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And we had been there since the fires happened. Okay. And I thought to myself, I want to learn back roads. I want to
Yeah.
learn what more there is to do. So I started searching the internet for it and the web and YouTubes and all that. And that's when I come across Yankee in the South and
I just saw heard them today actually. One another guy that I follow and stuff told me about them. They had a meetup this past week, I think it was this past weekend or something. So
yeah,
a lot of information on their YouTube channel. So
yeah. And another person I follow is NTL. They live right in Pigeon Forge.
okay.
NTL does. And so once I started following them too, and I learned more about it, I was like, oh, I didn't know that was there. And NTL does a lot of back road vlogs, so they teach you how to get around the traffic.
That's cool.
And so I watched them a lot, and I thought, it made me want to go visit more because I learned that there was more things to do than just what was there.
Yeah.
And then Big Joe and Malia's World is another channel that's really good to watch for that area. So that's who I like to watch, and that's how I learn how to go do different things. You know what I mean? You search it out a little bit, do your homework.
I
Hey,
know.
Kendra.
Hey, Kendra. I know Susan with New Horizons helped me out a lot with different things to do and stuff.
Yep, she's very good at informational stuff too.
I've
Very
probably
good.
been to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge 20 times if I had to guess. That was our annual Christmas getaway, was Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge.
That's where we go every year for our to celebrate our wedding anniversary. That's where we had our honeymoon, so we just kept going back every year.
Right.
And now I go back 3 or 4 times a year if
Yes,
I'm not out in Arizona.
Every red light has a pancake house, but other than that.
Right. What is the best gift you have ever been given?
Probably money, if I had to put something, because you can buy what you want and it's kind of priceless, Just give me money, let me do what I want to with it.
Right. What is the worst gift you've ever received?
Ooh. Probably a guitar, because I never learned how to play it.
Okay. Aside from the necessities, what one thing could you not go a day without?
Probably my cell phone. I used to not do that, but since now that I work at home and stuff, I get a lot of emails, a lot of texts, a lot of calls, and all that working remotely. So probably my cell phone.
And you never realized how much you use this lovely thing until
you don't have it. You're about to freak out. You're like, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Right. What are 2 of your pet peeves?
Probably with myself or with others, or does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Probably not getting as much done as I want to, and probably being too harsh on myself, I guess.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I hope I got a lot of content and a lot of stuff to offer on YouTube. And then as far as I enjoy my job, so hopefully I'm still with the company if it's still there. But hopefully a full-time YouTuber would be nice. But that's probably not going to happen.
How many pairs of shoes do you think you own?
About 6, I think. Just had this conversation the other day, actually, is why it's kind of quick to answer that.
Is it compare apples to oranges? Babe, you got 50 pairs of shoes and I only have 6.
Actually, latter part of September, we went to Disney, and I carried almost all of those with me, and I think I ended up having 5 pair, maybe 4 pair, and I had 2 here at home. So
that's funny. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have?
I think flying would be pretty cool. Like, Spider-Man or somebody, climbing
Right.
buildings and getting where I'm going quick.
Um, what form of public transportation do you prefer? An air, a boat, a train, or a bus?
Out of those, I would say a plane.
My man, get
Yeah,
there
they're quick.
from
Yeah,
point A to point B.
that's right. And hopefully you see your way back.
Right. What is your favorite zoo animal?
Koala bear would probably be my top animal at a zoo. I don't
Okay.
know. The gorillas are pretty cool down in Orlando at the Animal Kingdom. So,
If you could share a meal with any four individuals, living or dead, who would it be and what would it be?
well, we obviously know steak would be on there. So I think it'd be cool to maybe Arnold Palmer, one of the golfers, all-time greats. Um, George Washington, maybe, just to see how it was back then and everything. Number 3 would be probably my granddad. I was kind of young when he passed away, so it'd be pretty cool to talk to him again. And then the 4th would be also my grandmother. She had a lot of information when she was here, so I'd like to kind of pick her brain on a few things and talk to her. So,
Okay. How many pillows do you sleep with?
just the 2 actually. I've got 2.
Um, let me see.
Kendra had a question for me. I see. Ask him what his feelings are on cooter.
Kendra.
Pretty tasty. I don't know. Depends on how you make it. That's some good old turtle.
Um, how often do you buy clothes?
It's been a while. There for a little bit. I was going about every 3, maybe 4 months. I'd buy something new, depending on the season. But being here at home, working remotely, is kind of non-existent anymore. I kind of
Right.
you see me wearing what I wear. Shorts, the shirt.
T-shirt. Right.
Especially in
Show
the
up in a
camper.
hoodie one day. Nobody knows what you got on.
Especially in the camper because you can't have it so much anyways. So
I was just talking to my husband about this. I said, so my daughter has hybrid and she goes every other day. And then sometimes they go on Fridays and sometimes they don't. Excuse me. And I said, if we go back to full 5 days a week for school, I am not going to know what to do with myself.
I know, right?
And he started laughing at me. He goes, "What do you mean? You can't work anyways. You stay home all day." I'm like, "Yeah, but Libby's home and I got to still like make a lunch for her, get her up for school, help her with her homework." And he started laughing at me. He goes, "Babe, you can still make lunch. You can make lunch for me." I said, "It's not the same."
Wow.
What is your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday is definitely Christmas. I like getting together with everyone and eating a little bit and opening presents. So,
What is the most daring thing you've ever did?
I bungee jumped before. I didn't think I ever would, but I did that in where was that? Panama City, I believe it was, years ago. I don't think I'd do it again though. The older I get.
No, was it scary?
It wasn't too bad, just because I was young and stupid, I guess. But it was
So, okay.
it was fun actually. It wasn't your I guess your normal bungee jumping thing. It was in the cage, so at least I
Okay.
was inside something that was locked. So 'cause I wouldn't have done it if I had to do the
They'll walk off the
hang on
place.
to the rope and yeah, I wouldn't have done that. So
Right. Okay. So you know how if you've been to Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge
yeah,
before, you know how you're coming out of Pigeon Forge, so we'd be
yeah,
heading towards into Sevierville, okay, or
Sevierville,
Sevierville.
yeah,
Yeah, Sevierville. So as you're heading out there, you know as where the knife works is.
yeah, on the left, yeah, it'd
Okay.
be up on the hill there. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're on the right, looking over that water, you ever
Okay.
see that bridge that's out there?
I probably have. I just probably haven't paid attention to it, but next time I definitely will.
I said to my husband the other day, I said, that would make a great attraction. And he's like, oh, yeah, what would you do? I said, bungee cord jumping right off of it. It's perfect. It's so
Yeah,
high up there. He
exactly.
goes, you would go bungee cord jumping. I said, heck no. I said, I'd operate it and run it and make a lot of money.
You'll watch other people do it. Exactly.
Right, right. Um, what was the last thing you recorded on TV?
Ooh, last thing I recorded on TV, that's probably non-existent too, because we have we do YouTube, and then we have the oh shoot, the little thing that plugs in the Roku, I guess it is, for the
Yep.
bedroom, but we don't have cable or anything, so we watch Roku and YouTube.
So something pretty reasonable and not have to put a lot of effort into it.
No recording or anything. So
What is your favorite type of foreign food?
that's a good one because I love to eat. Probably Mexican food. Chinese would be right there close, but I would say Mexican food definitely.
Mexican food. What's your
Fiesta,
favorite? What's your
Fiesta
favorite?
nachos, maybe.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what's your favorite Mexican dish?
I was already thinking when you said favorite type of food. I'm like,
Are you a clean or a messy person?
I would say clean. I like things to be a certain way. So
I hear you, because if it's messy, you can't find it, and you're there forever trying to find it.
true.
Or you say, I know I put it there. It's got to be there. And here it is, like over on the other side underneath, books and whatever else is in the room.
Spaceman Dudley. Have a good night.
Good night,
Yeah,
spaceman.
one of those things where it's like, where's my keys? I know I had them there. So,
Right, right.
yeah, things to be clean.
Who would you want to play you in a movie of your life?
That's a good question. I tell you, two of my all-time favorite actors would be either Clint Eastwood or Jack Nicholson. Those are obviously two different types of people,
Right, but two very good
two
ones.
very good, very good producer and actors as well. So,
how long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
no, not long, probably 15, 20 minutes tops.
Okay.
That's from the time I get a shower to the time I get my shoes on.
What kitchen appliance do you use every day?
Probably the Keurig, the coffee, definitely.
Right. What's your favorite fast food chain?
Oh man, there again, I love to eat, so it's kind of hard. I would go with McDonald's would probably be my go-to, and then followed by Wendy's. But McDonald's, I usually either get the 2 cheeseburger combo or the fish fillet combo. So,
what is your favorite family recipe that you like somebody to make you?
I know when my grandmother was living, she used to not since we're almost a couple weeks, 3 weeks from Thanksgiving, the chicken and dressing used to be real good. She would also make a peanut butter pie that was pretty good. We used to own a restaurant, so yeah, it was real good.
So good.
Yeah.
My favorite thing would be my mom's girlfriend used to make spinach balls, and you bake them in the oven, and you put like minced garlic in it and everything,
Wow.
and you mix it with like you take in stuffing, you put it in with stuffing and roll them up into balls and drop them on the cookie sheet and then bake it and put them out, and you can just eat them like finger foods. Oh,
Wow.
it's so good. Do you love or hate roller coasters? And what is
Well,
your favorite park to go to?
I love roller coasters, and my favorite growing up was Six Flags. I haven't been there in a while, but now that we're only 5 hours or so from Disney World, it would be anything from Animal Kingdom to just any Disney park. Universal's nice too. We've been there, but definitely Disney World now.
Kenny says we're all making him hungry talking about this
I
food.
know, right? He's gonna do a video here in a minute, a mukbang or something, a little test review here in a little bit. Put some hot sauce on it.
Right, right. You know, that's one thing I can't get over is how much hot sauce or hot things that boy likes. If I ate like that, I'd have no insides left.
I don't think he does either.
What is your favorite childhood memory?
Favorite childhood memory? Probably decorating when I was young. My mom would go to my grandmother's and we'd all get together, and usually the day after actually sometimes it would be Thanksgiving night, we would gather and hang the greens, as we used to call it, and decorate for Christmas.
So would you say that would be
and when I was smaller, though, we went to Gatlinburg a lot. Sometimes we'd go in the summer, but 98% of the time we'd go, maybe 90%, we'd go during Christmas. So that was definitely a lot of childhoods. Yeah.
What is so would you say that would be your favorite family tradition?
Probably so. I would say so.
Okay. What is your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Now that my wife and I, we've been married almost 13 years, so I would say anything sci-fi, but Danny's probably going to laugh at me because he's never watched Star Wars or anything, or The Mandalorian or anything, but we enjoy watching Star Wars together, so.
Right on. My kids are really into that new Mandalorian thing.
Yeah.
Like really big into it.
Yeah,
and then
Danny hasn't seen it yet, so.
So are you a Walking Dead fan or no?
I watched it when the first few, I guess, seasons, but I haven't watched it in probably, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe 5 years even, but we went, I remember early on, probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 years ago or something, we went to Georgia where it was actually filmed at, and we walked up and down. They were actually filming that time because we saw all the campers and the buses and the roadblocks and all that, but we walked up and down the street, and we went in one of the buildings. They had a lot of Walking Dead merchandise and stuff in there, so that was pretty cool. It was a small town. I forgot what started with an S, but it's pretty cool.
Okay.
But I do like movies like that, though. Just I enjoy the movie, like Halloween movies and all that stuff. So.
What 3 items would you take with you on a vacation in the trailer? It's a must-have item.
Wow, that's a good one. Now things have changed a little bit now that we have a channel. But if you look behind me, I have my GoPro and my Osmo gimbal sitting there. So those 2 are probably definites for when we get out and start filming and stuff. And trying to think what another one would be. Probably the Blackstone, because that's what usually when we go in our RV and stuff, I'll definitely cook, using the Blackstone. We have the 28-inch, and then it was probably about a month ago, my mother-in-law, because they used to have an RV too. My father-in-law passed away a couple years ago, and she said, "Oh, by the way, we have a 17-inch Blackstone sitting out there if you want to take it with you." So I went out there and looked at it, and so now I have a 17-inch Blackstone that I'll probably be using more often when we go places instead of having to load up the 28 and everything. So
Nice.
but yeah, that would be it.
What was your favorite subject in school?
Probably history. I enjoyed doing a lot of research and learning different things. I didn't so much enjoy it. Was more so in the 1900s history, that type of thing. I didn't really get into all the wars and the civil 1800s and the 1700s and all that. So definitely history though, and geography.
What is the most unusual thing you have ever eaten?
Most unusual thing. I've had sushi. I didn't like it, so no sushi for me. I've had calamari, and I loved it. So a lot of people would probably be like, "Ugh," but calamari is definitely one of those foods that some people would say no to, but I enjoyed it.
Okay. And hold on one second.
Yeah, Danny said chick flicks and westerns.
Right.
Kendra,
Kendra said cooter does not count.
That don't count. I did say sushi though, so does that count?
Anything.
What's that?
You collect anything?
Do I collect anything? I would probably say mugs would be one that we collect. We've got how many we got there? 3, 6, 9. We got about 9 hanging up on the wall, and then we've got several put up and stored. But when we go places, different ports and whatnot, and cities as well. I know I've gone to Hollywood, California, and Nashville, Tennessee, and different places, and gotten mugs. So we try to make sure we get if we don't have anything from that particular city, we'll try to get us a mug, especially if it's our first time there.
Awesome. Yeah. Is there anything that you wish could, or anything that you would wish would come back into fashion?
Hey, Gina.
Hey, Gina.
I would like, even though I wasn't around, I was born in '84. I would like to see the style from the '70s come back, just to see. I think that was pretty cool. I enjoy '70s music as well, even though country's my number one go-to. But probably the bell bottoms and the just to see how it was in the '70s. That'd be pretty cool.
Which 5 senses would you say is your strongest?
Probably. Well, I know what my worst is, and that's hearing. But probably smell. I've got the nose of, I don't know. I can smell something from a mile away. So of course I enjoy taste as well. So that's kind of a tough one. So and seeing, obviously I wear glasses, so that doesn't count. So that's one of my worst as well. So.
Danny said taste.
Yeah, I tell people all the time. I say, hey, I didn't get this size by not enjoying food. That's for darn sure.
Right. Are you related or distantly related to anybody famous?
Andrew Jackson is a obviously way distant. I don't even know how many down the line cousin he is, but Andrew Jackson would probably be the one I can think of. And people that may know Kate Jackson, that was in Charlie's Angels back in the '70s.
Okay.
That's also how I'm related to Andrew Jackson. I'm also related to her, so I don't know. I know a lot of people. She's still alive, so she's in her 70s, and I think she's living in Birmingham now, down in Alabama still. So
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
What do you do to keep fit?
Well, considering I'm not fit, you did say fit, right?
Yeah, fit could be a majority of things,
Yeah,
though.
actually, to be honest, we have a treadmill, so I try to get on that every chance I have. So
Hey, and there's
I
nothing
get my
wrong
heart
with
rate
that.
going and stuff. So
Does your have a family? Do you have a family motto? And do you speak it, or is it just one that is to be known and then you don't say it no more?
I wouldn't. I would say normally our motto is. I'll show you here on the. You can also see it behind us, but travel, explore, and create memories. So that's one that we enjoy doing and try to live by that because we definitely want to travel any chance we get and explore when we're able and just create memories because now that we have the technology that we have. Years ago, we weren't able to go and create these memories, and we had little Polaroid and Kodak cameras, but now we can keep them on our phones. So.
Or the ones cameras that used to be square like this and they had the little flash bulb in the
Oh
corner.
yeah, yeah,
And every time you took a picture, it would turn the flash bulb
yeah.
to a new one.
I
My
remember that.
parents, my
Yeah.
parents had those. Now I'm showing my true age, guys. um, so something kind of funny. My mother just got married this weekend, and she married my husband's uncle.
Wow.
So I tease them about our family motto is the family that lays together stays
Stays together.
together.
Just keep it in the family, huh?
And we just say, well, and then of course, my kids' friends are all like, where y'all from? Alabama? I
Oh,
said the lower Alabama.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Don't say North Alabama. That's where myself and daydream about nice things. We're from North Alabama, so you can blame it on the lower as we call it, L.A. So
Right, right. So it's just kind of a funny thing that we toss around, and they met at my wedding when I married my husband, and I'm like, we don't talk about it.
Kendra
It's
said,
just
"Oh my
weird.
lord." Yeah,
It's just a little weird.
yeah.
If you were a ruler of your own country, what would be the first law you would introduce?
Hmm, that's a good one. I've never thought about that one. That's a real dang good question. If I was a ruler, what law would I introduce?
Yep, what law would you introduce?
I would probably say something to the lines of, because I enjoy having fun and I get along with anybody. I don't care who it is. I would say if you're gonna live there, you gotta be friendly and get along with everyone. Something I don't know what kind of law or what the name of that would be, but something to do with just be happy and get along with those that's in this country or wherever it might be.
Right, right. Who was your favorite teacher in school and why?
Hmm. We had well, actually two guys were my favorite, but I would say Coach Peppers. He was always he made the class fun, and we just enjoyed it. And I did well in that class. And but there's another one as well, Mr. Ritchie. And it's funny, both of them are now principals at local schools in Alabama. But Mr. Ritchie was the history and geography teacher, so that's probably what made it fun as well because I enjoyed that subject. So,
Cool, cool. What three things do you think of most each day?
hmm, probably one being obviously because I try to, I'm a deacon at my local church, so probably God would be the first one. Um, my wife and probably my parents because I'm always worried that they're not doing it. I want to make sure they're doing well and because I know they're getting up there in age, and my dad and my mom, they've had some health issues, but my mom's still teaching, so I try to. I probably think about them way too much more than I should as far as their health goes. Worrying and stuff. So.
Right. If you had a warning label, what would yours say?
Let's see. Let's see here. What would my warning label say? I guess caution. Loves to have fun. Clean fun though.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What song would you say best sums you up?
Trying to think of a good country song, because you can always think of a country song that'll sum yourself up. I don't know. Let me think about that. I'll come back to that one and we'll ask that one again.
Okay. Have a good night, Doxy Mom. Thanks for joining us. What celebrity would you like to meet at Starbucks for a cup of coffee?
Man, those are some good questions. Trying to think let's see, who would I want to meet at Starbucks? This is probably a crazy one. I mean, I could think of all kinds of celebrities, but I would like to I'd probably say Jack Nicklaus or Tiger Woods, just because I'm a big golf fan as well. But just to pick their brain a little bit, especially Jack Nicklaus, because of maybe years past and different things from when he first started playing golf to where it's at tonight or today and all that stuff. So,
when you were a kid, who was your famous person crush?
I didn't really have a crush, but if I had to say, probably because back then we all know what movie or TV show, but Jennifer Aniston, a lot of people always, because of my age group and friends and different things. Yeah, so
right.
So probably Jennifer Aniston would be that one.
What is the most interesting thing you can see out your office or kitchen window?
Probably, if we look back behind me, it's the woods. If we look straight toward the tongue of the RV, it would be woods, but it's clear out that way, and there's a lot of deer during the evening and stuff. So, and then on the other side of us, we've got woods too. So, probably straight ahead of us where we can see deer. We probably have 8 or 10, sometimes 12 at one time. We'll just be out in the middle of the field and stuff.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Oh shoot, 10 years, probably a couple kids and a little bit more gray hair, or maybe not having hair at all. Just depends. I don't know.
Are you sure you want kids? They really turn your hair gray.
I know, right? I'm already getting a little gray, but probably I gotta start sometime. I'm not getting any younger, so I definitely won't be getting any younger then.
I'm a grandma.
Dang.
My oldest is 20 years old, and he just had his first little boy. So
wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them and you.
Yep. I told my other two they're not allowed to have any kids until they hit 35.
It's hard to believe. March, I turned 36. So,
what was your first job?
My first job was when I was 15, almost 16. I was 15. I worked at the city park, lining baseball fields and getting them ready for in the evenings and stuff. Games started at like 6 p.m. Eastern, and they went all the way through, but I would drag the fields and mark them and do all that stuff. So that was pretty fun, especially in the summer. Like on Saturdays when they had softball tournaments, they would let us come over to the city pool, and we could get in the city pool and no problem. So that was fun. So
cool. If you could join any past or current music group, which would you want to join?
I would like to join Alabama, just because I remember growing up with the because we are not far from Fort Payne, and that's where Alabama's from, and they were a little bit older, so by the time I started enjoying a lot of stuff, they were coming off the road a little bit more. And, they don't do as many concerts now, so I wish they would get back out there. So
Blane says the Backstreet Boys, hands down.
Danny said the back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Danny. Sorry.
Yeah, he's a huge Backstreet Boys fan. Actually, any boy band, he's a huge fan of boy bands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
how many languages do you speak?
I speak English sometimes. The rest of the time, I don't know what comes out my mouth. Redneck or
we call that hickabilly.
Yeah, hickabilly, some kind of Billy language.
Who is the most intelligent person you know?
Phew. Danny would say him, but I think my wife, she's probably the most intelligent. She keeps me on, keeps me focused and on the straight and narrow. She's my, as I call her, my producer and all that stuff for my channel. She's the one behind most of what I do. So
she's the backbone of the group, huh?
Yeah, she keeps it all going.
You had to describe yourself as an animal. Which one would it be?
Describe myself as an animal. I'd like to say I'm looking at my cattle here as he's sleeping. So anything, probably a dog or a cat, because they've got the darn luxury life. They just, when they need something, they get up and they, let you know by looking at you or crying or something. So that's not a lot. That's not a lot in the life there. So and they stay indoors. A lot of them stay indoors with you. So that'd be pretty nice just to get spoiled. And when it's time, if you want to sleep all day, you can sleep all day. Yeah, honey badger. I know his son Landon. He's a big honey badger fan. So he's big honey badger.
What is the one thing you'll never do again?
One thing I'll never do again. One thing I'll never do again. Probably date. I'm happily married, so that'd be nice. I said earlier, no bungee jumping. I would do that if I was about 15 or 20 years younger, maybe, but
right. When we're in the prime of our lives and really fit.
Yeah. And when I don't have anxiety of doing stuff like that anymore, I don't mind roller coasters just because a lot of times you're strapped in or, you got the thing. Now, there's a few roller coasters where it's a little iffy.
Right.
Like, oh, no.
And who would you say who knows you the best?
Probably, well, my mom obviously knows me pretty well, but probably my wife, just because she's with me 24/7 pretty much. We both work at home, so she's with me 95% of the time. So
just 95% of the time?
Yeah, 5% is when I'm going to the store or to pick us stuff up or, doing the honeydews.
And what would you say was the most adventurous that your channel has been on so far?
Most adventures?
Yep.
That's our channel. We've been to now. We were talking about my channel earlier with the playlist and different things. I just have lives on my channel right now, but we've been to Disney, and like we're coming up on Myrtle Beach this Sunday, and we're going to be doing some videos. So we probably Disney and the beach would be pretty good answer, I guess, on that one.
Cool. What? I heard you say something about cruises a couple days ago on your.
Yeah, we love to cruise. I started out in the cruise community actually, but since I've had a channel, I have not been on any cruises. I started my channel May the 11th, and obviously we know it was before that. Everything. Our last cruise we went on was in January, so I've been on 5 cruises, and we have one planned for March, and then another one already planned for 2023. So yep, I started in the cruising community, then I went to the Disney community not too long after that, and then the RV and travel community.
Awesome. Awesome. Out of all your cruises, what would you say was your favorite one?
I would say we went on the Mexican Riviera, which was a 9-day, I believe it was, out of Los Angeles area. And we went to Cabo San Lucas, Ensenada, Puerto Vallarta, and big reason why that was my favorite is when we got back, we actually stayed in Hollywood, and then we went to the Kodak Theater when we got back, and we saw the Cirque du Soleil play, and that was real fun. We had front row seats, and we just had a good time when we got back. So that
sounds like fun. That's what we want to do. We want to do I want to do an Eastern Caribbean cruise. I want to go to like St. Martin, St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. Kitts. I want to do all those. You know what I mean?
I've been to St. Kitts. I've been to St. Martin. I don't think I've been to. I'm trying to think. I think that was the only 2 out of those you mentioned that I've been to so far. I've been a few times, so
we do a lot of Royal Caribbean, so we go to like the Bahamas. I've been to the Bahamas a million.
Yeah, we just went to the Bahamas in January actually. So
yep. I want to actually go to California and go do the Hawaiian cruise.
I'd like to do the Hawaiian cruise,
but that's a 14-day.
That's because on my list to do. Yeah, how long is it? 14?
14 days.
Yeah, that's right. It's on the.
But which is nice. You get to actually go to like almost all of the islands. And my dad was in the Navy, and he served in Vietnam. So I would love to go see the memorial that's over there in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And just say I've been there, done that, got to see it, experience it a little bit.
Yeah.
I know we got big plans. We're going to go to New York next year. I want to go see like the wading pools in the 9/11 memorial site.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I have a friend that lives out there, Misfits and Dreamers. They're from New York. So hopefully if everything goes good and there's this new plan so that we can kind of get back to somewhat normal lives. And I go a lot, out to Arizona and whatnot. So where my sister-in-law lives, I can be in LA in like 4.5 hours.
Wow.
From her house. So I'm like really, 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 we can go to LA, be in LA in 4.5 hours. I can be in Vegas in 4 hours. So it just depends on, she's like in a prime spot. So like, I'm just really looking forward to doing something different next year than always going to Arizona.
Yeah. That's somewhere on my list too is New York. Never been to New York. So
yeah.
I've been to Arizona, but never New York. And I've been to Vegas and obviously California. So,
are you going to try to make it out for the big courtside meetup?
No, I won't. I won't make it. We're going to in January. We're going to Disney again. We'll take our RV with us, and we're staying off site. That close about 15 minutes from Disney. But And then let's see here. We'll go 4 days there, and then on the Friday that we're down there, I'll leave our camper there at the campground, and I'll drive to Tampa to the RV show.
Yep.
And then March we have a cruise, and then in October we have the Mayberry meetup. So we've kind of got a pretty full plate for 2021. So
Cool. Plus, you have your regular job that you have to
yeah,
do
I
and
know, that's
everything
the
else.
thing.
So,
Yeah.
yep, I agree. Totally agree with you. So, tell the group a little bit about kind of what like your backstory is, like what you like to we all know that you like to travel. We
Right.
all know that you like to visit different places. But what is the one thing that you don't think any of us really know about you?
Well, that's one thing I try to do when I do my lives and stuff. I try not to I try to let people know about me more, because that's what makes especially the lives. It's more interaction, and it makes us connect more when talking about what we do and what we don't do. But I know a lot of people may not know. I don't know that I grew up in Alabama, and so I'm from Alabama. I do talk about that a little bit on my lives and whatnot, but I didn't start my channel until May, so I don't know. A lot of people may not realize that, because if you go to our channels and stuff and you see the about thing, it says that we start pay. And people's probably
Right,
like, he started his page then, and he only has what, that sort of thing.
right,
I started at May 11th, and we don't have any vlogs or anything up there right now. Only a little bit, like I know I did a happy birthday video for D. Box Van D a while back and stuff like that. But we're going to Myrtle Beach Sunday and be looking for more vlogs to come up on our channel. And we're wanting to kind of start doing a little bit more than what we're doing right now that we're starting to travel more. So that'll be interesting.
What is your favorite national park?
Danny already knows. Glacier National Park out in Montana. That's we enjoyed that one, and I'm wanting to eventually get to. I did it when I was smaller, but the Great Smoky Mountain National Park.
Okay.
That's obviously it's one of the busiest in the country, as far as national parks. So,
Right.
but hopefully we'll pull our camper there one day and be able to see it. So, yeah, I don't know too much. As far as what people don't know about me, like I said, I try to be transparent and honest with people, and what you see is what you get. So I don't hold anything back. So as far as letting people know more about me, so I think
Right.
That's what makes us connect with each other more,
Right.
is
I agree.
honesty, and what you see is who I am. So
What you see is what you get.
that's exactly right.
There's
Yeah.
no two-sided paper here. It's all one-sided.
Yeah.
Either you
Exactly.
like it or you don't.
Exactly. I mean, I'd enjoy people to come over to my channel and give us a try. And hey, I don't, if you don't, I mean, each channel's not for everyone, So if you like it, you like it. If you don't, I understand, So
Right. What tell our viewers what days you go live
okay,
and what you do on different days.
okay. We on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time we go live, and every once in a while I may do a pop up live. I'm planning on hopefully doing a pop up live on Sunday, which will be traveling to Myrtle Beach. But I'm hoping it's only like 4 hours to Myrtle Beach, so I'm hoping maybe like 10 o'clock at night, maybe somewhere around there. I may do a pop up live, and then next Monday night or this coming Monday night, we will be actually live from Myrtle Beach. So that's all we're doing right now, and then we'll start. My wife and I will talk about what days we think. I kind of want to be putting vlogs up on a certain day each week. I think that's pretty cool. That way, my viewers and stuff will know, hey, today's Tuesday or today's Wednesday. So and so's putting up a video today or whatnot, So
Right. Good. And I see that you're sometimes on Danny's
yep.
stream too.
Danny's, yeah, we do a 10 p.m. Eastern Wednesday night Griswold family vacay. So I'm on the panel as Speedo Boy. So yep, Garrett with Monarch Moments actually gave me that name, and that's Shelly Starwalker, Tina, and Vanderella, which is Kelly from Vanderella.
Right.
His journey. They're called the Vacay Girls, and I'm Speedo Boy. So yeah, and then on Sundays we'll do a. Now he does his also on Saturday evenings. He does his variety show at 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays, and then Sundays we started doing a NFL football game. We'll just kind of sit and watch a little bit, and we don't watch the game because obviously copyright issues and stuff, but we'll watch it on our own devices, and then we just kind of talk about it amongst ourselves, and then the chat
give some good commentary back and forth.
So we just kind of just a little something to do to interact. And
well, what are y'all gonna do when football goes off? You got to have a better sport.
We'll find a sport somewhere.
Come on, boys, let's talk hockey.
Right, exactly. Oh, get hit! Oh, they're about to fight.
That's what all jokes aside, our commentary guy who does all of the like live streaming and play-by-play dude, he called me up and he goes, hey, wasn't you that said you had a nephew that wanted to get into doing what I do? And I was like, my nephew might not, but I will give it a try. I said, oh, I could say, ooh, he gave him a good old punch to the big old kissers. Like I was joking around with it. And he started laughing about it. And he's like, Crystal, I could just see you, trying to do commentary. Wow. He goes, their names where everybody goes by numbers and last names, their names. Because our team has been here for 5 years. So to call them by their nicknames, I know them, and everybody would be like, that new dude.
And on, before I forget to, every other Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, we meet on Griswold Family Vacay as well for a game night. It's a family game night that we started doing. I think this will be our third or fourth next weekend, I guess it is. It's a game called Kahoot. So it's Kahoot.it. It's a real fun game, and we'll get different topics each week. We'll ask when we get done with one, or every other week, we'll ask, hey, what topics do you guys want to see next time? And then we'll kind of go from there. We do anything from sports to we just had one that was Halloween because it actually happened to be the night we were going live. Saturday was Halloween, so that was pretty cool. So
awesome.
We enjoy that.
I know we play a lot of the Dirty Minds.
Oh yeah,
but you don't have to think dirty.
Exactly. My wife and I was talking about her. Yeah, I told her. I said, we've played the Dirty Minds and stuff, and she looked at me. I went, but it's funny though because your mind's thinking that's what it's going to be. But I said, I just threw out a example. I told her, I said the answer could be turnip greens or something.
Right.
So,
right.
So it's kind of funny that your mind thinks one thing, but the answer is like totally something different. So.
Right. And then I just got the Friends trivia game.
Oh, okay.
So and then because I know a lot of our friends do trivia with like bands and puzzle trivia and stuff like that. And I like to change it up a lot. Like I don't like to run the same thing every week because I think it makes it boring. So that's why I like to bring you up and let people get to know you because you've been on here for a couple of times, in the chat, watching us and hanging out. And I thought, you know what? I've been over to your guys' thing and I like to watch you. I'd like to have you on my show.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This is fun.
Get to know you, it helps everybody out every way around. It brings new people to me. It brings new people to you.
Right.
Why not share the wealth? That's the way I look at it.
Exactly. We're all here, as friends, and it's funny, you get to know people through this, and it's like you meet someone in real life, and it's like you knew them for 5 years. I've done that a couple times now. So we all become close, from all this, especially that, when we couldn't go nowhere. So
Right. No, I agree. And Tales of a Techno Hillbilly,
yeah.
he's actually from Brea, Kentucky, and we just did a meetup last month. Yeah, last month in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Okay.
We met a big YouTuber group out there, and we all met. We all stayed at the same hotel. And he goes, "Crystal, funny joke." And I was like, "Okay." He goes, "Actually, all seriousness, I can't get over that from like your waist down, you have legs." Because if you stop and think
Yeah.
about it, you only see from like your waist up
Yeah, exactly.
on people. And he goes, then looking at everybody, you realize, oh, they have legs.
That's true, because I met someone from the cruising community, and actually when we were in Disney, because they live in Tampa now, and he's a little bit taller than I am. I'm 6'2". He looked at me and went, he's like, "Wow, you're taller." Because I don't know if I ever said how tall I am on the live stream or not. He's like, "Wow, I didn't realize you were so tall."
Yeah.
All I see is, because I'm just, I'm casual, I'm just, I'm happy go lucky, whatever, so I'm just, chilling basically, so when he see me standing up, he's like, "Whoa." So
Yeah. So it's funny because my husband's 6'4". I'm 5'2". And we go to Tennessee and we go meet NTL and Yankee in the South and everybody else. We were at the island as a meetup because that's where they used to all meet up. And Michael and Becca from NTL come walking in, and Michael's like, "That's Crystal?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He goes, "Oh my God." He goes, "Crystal, you're short." Like,
Gee.
5'1" and full of crap. And he started laughing. So for the longest time, he would say, "Crystal. If y'all haven't met Crystal, she's a short little thing." I'm thinking to myself, well, how tall did you think I was?
You had Techno getting a little nervous there. He said, "Lord, I've been listening while I paint, and I was worried about what story Crystal was getting ready to tell about me."
Scott, it's all good. It's all good. He is, if you ever get to meet Tales of a Techno Hillbilly, he is a phenomenal person to meet. Very nice, very informational, very informational. Especially if you're ever looking into amusement parks and stuff like that. He's the boy you want to go to. He has a lot of insight on parks. Very
I
nice.
go for a lot of theme parks and different kind of parks. So yeah.
Yep, I met Kendra at the ice cream shop.
That's a good place to meet, though.
It was right at the island, right downstairs. She was just trying to get. Yes, Scott, you are phenomenal. Hey, Nathan. NDT show's coming in the house tonight.
Yeah.
So, guys, in the chat, do any of you have any questions for Blane tonight? Let me hear them.
I'm a little nervous to see what kind of question Kendra wants to know.
Kendra has quite the funny side to her.
Yeah. You get her going, you don't realize it, and you never know what's going to show up in the chat.
Were you in one of Kenneth's live streams one night? And Kenneth was talking about what him and his dad had made. And he said pone cakes.
No, I remember them talking about. I know what pone cakes are, though. So,
okay, Kendra thought he said porn cakes.
I remember they were talking about the other night when we were on Kenneth's stream, and they were cracking up still.
Yep.
Jeez. Porn.
And don't ever let Kendra come up on panel because she'll take you on a wild goose chase to go get ice cream in the middle of the night while her phone is still on.
Yeah.
So
Kendra said, "What's my favorite color?" Probably blue or greenish. If I had to pick the two, it'd be blue. Seems like I got more blue shirts in my closet than I do anything. Ice cream chase. She likes her Wendy's Frosties, don't she?
Yep.
We all know, Kendra. It's all good.
Kendra, you're all right. No worries, dear.
Be it from Massachusetts, you never know, so we'll forgive you.
What is your favorite dessert?
Well, that's funny you said that. I was about to say, if I talking about ice cream, my favorite would be cookies and cream, but my favorite dessert is if it's a pie, it's gonna be pumpkin pie. But if it's a cake, I love red velvet cake. That's probably one of my. I could eat red velvet cake all the time.
Awesome.
And Danny says Dairy Queen. Yeah, they got a good pumpkin pie blizzard right now. That's real good. Yeah. I work with one of those too. She's from just right outside Boston as well.
I love that whole coastal line.
Yeah, I'd love to go up that way one day and just go up the coast and all the way to Maine, and that'd be fun. And come back, swoop back down, and go back up around to Michigan and Wisconsin and all over there.
Yeah.
So that'd be pretty cool.
When we travel for hockey, we have to, of course, we ride the bus. And if you go through Canada, there's too much paperwork that's involved. So you can never take the shortcuts, to get where you got to go to play in that rink. So we have teams that are in, 2 teams that are in New York. I have a team that's in Delaware. I have a team that is in Connecticut. We have a team that is going to go to Virginia.
Oh, wow.
And we have a team that is in North Carolina. And then we have a team that's in Georgia. And we have a team that's in Ohio. 2 teams in Indiana. And then Michigan, of course. There's 2 teams in Michigan. But it's funny because when you're in... Here you go. Here's a question from D.
Neither. Alabama all the way.
Alabama all the way.
I wonder who D pulls for. She seems like she might be a Clemson Tiger. That's pretty cool. I didn't know. What part of South Carolina D's in?
I
think I remember that from one of the
Greenwood.
Is it Green? Okay, yeah, makes sense. Probably why she's a Clemson Tiger fan up that way.
She said Tigers.
Yeah. Upstate Greenwood. Yeah.
My son growing up, my oldest one, Alabama was his favorite team.
Yeah.
That's where he always said he was going to go to college at. And then as he got, older and he got ready to graduate, he got a full ride scholarship to UTI to be an automotive and diesel mechanic.
Oh, wow.
And he threw it all away to get married.
Kendra says she'd pick Gamecocks because she likes that name. them old game chickens. That's funny.
Okay, so I'm from Michigan. My favorite hockey team is Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Oh wow! all of the teams you could pick, and you went with the Golden Knights, huh?
Yep.
I'm a in Alabama, hockey's not really that big, but I think Atlanta had a hockey team when I was growing up because I remember pulling for one of them, and then they stopped. But I'm a Nashville Predator fan now, so as far as hockey goes. So
yeah,
go Preds. Yeah.
Carrie Underwood's husband's the captain of that team.
Yeah, Mike Fisher.
Then let's see, if I had to pick a football team, I'd probably go with the Seahawks.
Yeah, my NFL team is Atlanta Falcons, but we stink, so I don't watch them too often. And then baseball, I'm a huge Atlanta Braves fan. So
baseball, I have to say my Tigers, even though they stink.
Yeah.
But my second favorite team is the Red Sox, the Cincinnati. Okay. Because
you can make Kendra happy then.
Well, my mom's uncle was a pitcher for them back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Until he threw his arm out and had to have shoulder surgery. Then he had to retire.
Yeah, ended that quick.
And then he was a probate judge in Memphis, Tennessee, and probated Elvis Presley's will when he died.
Okay, wow.
So, but what else?
So where's the hockey team in Georgia you're talking? Is it more so Atlanta, or is it somewhere else in the state? You're saying y'all play somewhere in Georgia?
Yep. It is in. Hold on. I have never traveled to this team. So
they have a event in Georgia that we go, or that I haven't been to it yet, but I want to. It's a college event down in Savannah, Georgia. It's I think it's called the Fall Hockey Classic or something like this, where Georgia and Florida play. It's like I said, college, but Georgia and Florida play each other, and then two other teams play each other. It's always a big event each year.
Yeah, we so the team that's in, they're called the River Dragons. We have where are they from? Let's see. Teams. We have a team in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Okay.
So I've been to that place a lot. They are located on their website. Let me go to I know it's down by the border. It's down. It's like a 17 and a half hour drive for us when we go there, almost 18 hours.
I could see them being somewhere like Macon or somewhere like that.
No, Macon has a SPHL team.
Okay, I thought they had something. I didn't know what it was, because I know they have a big arena there. right off MLK, I think it is. But yeah, I remember they had something. Kendra said, I'm really not that crazy in person. I just talk a lot of crap.
Don't let her lie. She is too crazy. I'm just trying to find it. Yes, you are, Kendra. The Columbus, they're based out of Columbus, Georgia.
Hmm.
Columbus, Georgia.
That's over on the western side, I think, of this. Like, that's
And
probably that's closer to Alabama, I think it is, than closer than Savannah.
I'll be honest with you. They find like the littlest, like hole in the wall
Yeah.
hockey rinks, and
Yeah.
they will make it like top of the line.
Yeah.
Like you'll be like, really? This is out in the middle of nowhere. And all of a sudden, boom, there'll be a big old hockey barn there.
It's
And,
crazy how that works because a lot of the basketball or these college arenas and stuff that you go to, and sometimes I guess professional arenas, you're playing basketball, but obviously under it, they turn it into a hockey rink, or something. So it's crazy how that works.
right. Well, that's like, okay, our arena here. So they tore down Palace of Auburn Hills and they tore down the Joe Louis Arena because the Illich family owns both franchises. They said instead of having it in two different locations, they made a huge hockey rink in downtown Detroit,
Wow.
and it also converts into the basketball rink the basketball arena on top of it. So they showed how they cover up the ice and everything, and it's just I don't know, it's amazing. It just blows my mind, like how they do it all. Yeah, I agree.
And then they put the glass, the plexiglass all the way around. It's like, wow, just in a matter of a couple hours or something, they can have this thing changed and it's time to play hockey.
Yeah, or just like so for our rink is like basically it's city owned.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a lot of concerts in it. A lot of the high schools take it over, and that's where we hold all of our graduations at. So it's funny because how they got like the big thick boards that they cover up the ice and how the ice stays cold and all that. It's just things like you and I wouldn't think about how it's made until you actually seen it, and then you're like, wow, that's totally different.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Yep. I agree. And then like little rinky dink places and boom, there's a hockey rink.
Out in the middle of nowhere, it's like we're in the South, it's like they play hockey here.
Right. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I know in Savannah, it's not as big. It's kind of like soccer, it's not as big around this area, but they do. A lot of the high schools are more into the soccer. We don't really have. We've got like a small college around that plays soccer, but nothing huge. It's kind of like that with hockey. But
right.
I've never actually been to a hockey game. I would love to, just to say, mark that off the list.
So the hockey team that's in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, it's actually right in the middle of a college.
Wow.
Like if you cross the road, the college like football field is like literally right across the street. So it's different. It's neat. If you're ever up this way, if we have games coming on, just let me know and I'll leave your tickets at the door.
That's cool.
So it goes in different steps. So you have the NHL.
Yeah.
You have the ECHL, which is East Coast Hockey League. Then you have the step down from that, which would be the SPHL, which is called the Southern Pacific League. Then you have the OHL, which is the Ontario Hockey League. And then you have us, which is the FPHL. Those are the professional levels. Then you have a step down from that, which is called the Null, which is an NAHL league, which is like a North American hockey league, but it's for younger kids. So kids can age out at that at the age of 17. And then they have to go up to either the O, the SP, or us.
Okay, I was actually going to ask if, in baseball and stuff, it's like you can go up to the majors, and then, sometimes they'll kick you back down to the minors for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's almost like a seesaw. You go down a couple steps, then you go back up, then you come back down. So
right.
I was just curious if maybe y'all's league, how I guess they can go all the way up to the NHL if they're ready, or do they have to actually step by step? They can't like skip two leagues.
We had one kid played 1 year with us. The following year, he was called up to the East Coast Hockey League.
Dang, so he moved up pretty good.
And you'll be surprised. You get a lot of foreigners that come and play.
Yeah.
And they go from, let's say, their life goal is to make it to the pros.
Right.
A lot of foreigners. And I mean like Europeans, Slovakians, them types of foreigners. So
a lot of Russians.
Yes, a lot of Russians.
Mm-hmm.
You learn to speak their language real fast.
I bet. Because if they got like 5 or 6 on the team that's from same area, that's all they're speaking is their language. So I guess so.
Yeah, or I had one kid come up to me. He goes, you have, the thing to cover the thingy on your hand? And I went, a Band-Aid? He's like, yeah, you have those? I was like, yeah. How do you pronounce it in your country? And he told me, and I was like, yeah, I'm not even going to try. Here you go. Or they have a lot of...
All he needs to do is show his hand, and he needs a Band-Aid, so then he try to say it.
Yep. Or they have a lot of beliefs too. Like, so for instance, like Canadians that come over, if they're trying to make it to say, if we're a junior league, okay. And, the junior league is like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right. High school level. Say they're trying to make it into the OHL. You cannot give that child anything like a Motrin, Tylenol, anything, because it shows up in the OHL's drug screen.
Wow.
And if you give it to them, you have to write it out, why it was, and then put it in this kid's transcripts. And it would make or break him for becoming an OHL player over there.
Wow. So there's
a lot of rules.
Change somebody's path real quick,
Yep, a lot of rules.
Medicine. Wow.
I had a kid, a pro kid. We had a play. We're 2 teams, so we have a sister team. We actually have 3 sister teams that my owner owns 2 other teams besides us. So me and our other team, we traveled to North Carolina to play in an exhibition game, and the kid got rocked in the corner against the boards. And when I say rocked, like,
he got rocked, huh?
He should have not have played the next game because he had a concussion.
Dang.
He came to my room after the game and he said, Crystal, and he's all smiles and kind of laughing at me and acting kind of funny. And I said, okay, sit down. His eyes are really big. I did the concussion test on him. And he's like, oh, I'll be fine. I'm just going to go have a few beers with the team and blah, 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 blah. I said, you're not going anywhere, but back to your room.
That's right.
And you're going to shut off all the lights. You're going to close your curtains. Don't play the TV. And you're going to lay there. And I'm going to come check on you in about 20 minutes to make sure you're not out cold. And I did. I kept him in. I wouldn't let him do anything. And he's a grown man.
Yeah.
I said, nothing bad's going to happen on my watch.
That's
so
right.
I became nickname of Mother Hen.
Yeah.
So it was fun. Like you become like a family, one great big family. It's kind of
Yeah.
like this, you know,
Yeah.
you become a family with everybody, and they they do a lot with you.
I see. Kendra asked me what the craziest thing I've done is. Probably when I was, I don't know how old I was, 8, maybe 10. I set my. We had woods behind our house. I set the woods on fire. that
Oh no. Oh
was
no.
that was fun, and it's funny because my brother's 4 years older than me, so I guess my brother was the one that my parents had to watch out for. The wild child. I guess that's what they always tell me, and it wasn't that a few years ago, and finally we were talking about it, and I said, "Yeah, I realized that was me. It wasn't my brother." So they thought all those years. They said, "No, it was your brother that set the woods on fire." I said, "No, it wasn't. It was me." And he said, "Yeah, it was. It wasn't me. It was him." So they never knew who it was. So,
Blane, I have to step away for just 1 second. I'll be right back. My daughter Olivia is going to come in, and she's going
okay.
to sit down and talk to you for a few seconds.
All
I'll be right
right. Yeah. See ya. Hey, what's up?
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Let's see. Let's see what Danny's saying here. Just finished watching Jungle Book and thought he was. Dang. Hey, Beth wants to know: Are you taking her room over?
I'm taking my brother's room over. So yes.
Kendra said hi.
Hola. I normally sit here. Just. No. I know.
So what's up? You got us on mute. You're on mute now. So what's up? You got any questions for me? People might want to know.
I don't know.
I see Kendra saying, "Hey, thank you, Kenneth." Kenneth said, "Great interview." Kendra said, "Poor Miss Olivia. She put her in the hot seat."
Yep.
And Beth said, "Did you say you had a cat?" "Yep, I've got a cat." And then Beth said, "That was my room!" Exclamation mark. Let's see
Thank
here.
you.
She's not a very good co-host lately.
There's my kitty cat.
Oh, look at the kitty cat.
Say hey.
Oh, what is the kitty cat's name?
Sawyer.
Sawyer.
Yeah. And as I was telling you earlier, my wife's a big movie fan, and when Lost came out, she, the TV show Lost, she was a big fan. She loved that. So Sawyer is one of the characters, obviously, in Lost.
Aww.
So Kendra said, "That's my niece's name." Yeah, Yep. Beautiful.
Yes, Beth, she is taking over your room.
I appreciate that, Kenneth. He said great interview, and also he's throwing the links down still. So
Thank you, Kenneth. Thank
yeah,
you. I appreciate it.
if you're not connected with us, hopefully you'll come over and say hey to us and click on that bell so you'll know when we go live from Myrtle Beach. And I'm hoping Monday morning we do an early live stream from maybe the beach or something. So
Yeah, that'll be cool.
That'd be cool. I did that from Hilton Head a few weeks back, and it was pretty good.
Good,
So,
good. Well, thanks for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it.
Or something. Yeah, I appreciate you having me, and I always enjoy the trivia and your lives and get to know everyone in chat and the funny answers we can come up with.
Yeah, and it's always nice to be able to put a face with the channel.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I appreciate it. Yeah.
That's why when I first saw you come in the very first time, I was like, okay, I need to get his first name or their first name, because I'm more of and I'm bad at this. I like to call you by the channel, but if I don't know the channel well enough, I'd like to call you by your first name.
Yeah, I do. That's what Danny and I we agree to. We try to do that as well. First name. We might say, like for you, we'll put, hey, Crystal, and at destination. That way we're tagging you and stuff. So we try to put the name of the channel when we welcome everyone into the chat. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we shall be going.
Yeah, this is fun. I appreciate it. And
yeah, thanks for coming on. I got to go help Livy with this room because she's got my living room tore up. I mean, look, there used to be a recliner that sits right here. It's now over here.
Yeah.
And the bed's still sitting in there. And I just walked by her bedroom, and oh dear Lord, she needs some pointers.
Kendra said, "Don't listen to them, Blane. I'm not that bad."
That's right.
I know. I've seen you enough in Kenneth's chat. I know you're good. Of course, you get Kendra and Papa together. You never know what's going. They'd be talking about edibles and all kinds of stuff. You never know what you're gonna hear in there.
Right.
So.
Right. All righty. Well, thanks, Blane, for coming on, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. And
yeah,
we'll have to get on some other time.
Yeah, we will. And we do when we go live on our except on Mondays. That's not my normal lives. But when we do a pop up, it's usually a hangout show. Which you've been on I think a couple times on our hangout on the panel and stuff. So we enjoy doing that from time to time, and it helps let people in other genres or my friends know more about another channel. So. We enjoy doing that. So
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll do it again. So
okay.
All right, sounds good.
All right, have a good evening.
You too. Thank you. See you, everyone in chat. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
All righty, guys. There you have it. Blane from Raley Creative Travels. And guys, if you're wanting to know more about him, see that link below, click on it, go visit him, see what he's all about, and take it from there. Guys, until next time, I hope your next destination is a delightful one, and I'll see you all next Thursday here at 7 o'clock. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.